Do I say what's up or how I start? Hey everybody. Hey girl. Is my head this way a lot or something?
Let's watch it back.
Legendary Mother Lush and Plush has arrived.
Hi everybody, I am Toni Bryce. I'm an actress. Y'all might remember me down in the valley in the Windy City with a superhero. I'm a community health advocate. I'm a trans activist. And I'm also the legendary Muva, Lush, and Plush, repping for the girls with meat on their bones. I'm a legend in the ballroom, Kiki ballroom scene from the house of Christian Louboutin. I grew up in St. Louis. In my childhood, I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois, which is where I'm from, born, and somewhat raised. And then I transitioned to St. Louis, Missouri, more so in my teen years. When I was in elementary, I would go to my bus stop and there were prostitutes at the bus stop. I remember one time I was followed home by some strange man just standing at my bus stop. Gangs were heavy. It was just a lot. And I'm gonna always rep it because I wanna show people that are from where I'm from that you can make it out and you can survive. It was rough, but I made it out. After I graduated college, I moved to Orlando, Florida for 1 year, and then I came to Atlanta because what was happening was my mom and my siblings were still in St. Louis. And one of my siblings in particular was getting into a lot of trouble. So we agreed that if I came from Orlando and she came from St. Louis, get them out of that environment. And so we did. It's truthfully one of the best decisions I ever made. You know, this is where my acting career really kicked off. This is where my transition started. Although I knew about it many moons ago, it's where it physically took off, or not took off, but physically started. So yeah, I appreciate Atlanta. It's been 8 years now.
Do you like it?
No. Ideally, I would want to move to New York City. But what happened was back in 2010, I went to the Latex Ball. And I remember being in Times Square and the lights were so bright. But when I looked around, it was so much homelessness that it scared me as a young person, where I internalized that if I move to this big city and I don't make it, I'm gonna be homeless as well. And so it kind of just planted a seed and it scared me. And so I never made the move, but ideally New York City. I remember being in high school, McCourt Senior High School, go Comics. That's where I joined theater. That's where I got inducted into the International Thespian Society. Shout out to my professor, Dr. Irwin. Troop 787 was my family. This is really where I learned service because I started in the back. I started in the crew and then I eventually moved on stage. I've always stuck out, child. I've always been a problem for the children. That's where the seed of acting was planted in theater. My first love. It's a lot of niggas want what I got. I've been having fun. Let me just say that. I've been scared of reality TV for a long time because for a while that seed of if you're an actor, you don't do reality because if you do reality, they won't take you serious. And clearly we know that is not true. Shout out to all of the people that, you know, have been successful in reality, but also TV and film. But coming into this, I've been having fun. I've been enjoying it. It's been crazy at times. The children are gonna give y'all a show. You're gonna expect to see a lot of different things. Obviously with the strike going on, acting, my passion, my source of many things has been on pause. So it kind of really forced me to show a lot of other areas in my life. Ballroom, chosen family, transition and surgeries. I'm a woman that wears many hats. And there's a lot going on in my world, in the Toni Bryce world. The Toni Bryce Experience. So one of my favorite people of this season that I've gotten to know this season that I didn't know prior to, let's be clear about that part, I would have to say Seven. Seven is, in my experience, truly a girl's girl. She's fun, she's sweet, and she's newly in her transition. So to be there to give advice, whether it's about, you know, child emotional roller coasters with them on. I love that. And so I'm glad to see her, you know, discover her truth, find her truth, but also being on this journey. So I would have to say that's been my favorite person of this season that I've gotten to experience that's new for me. All the girls I've been know, y'all know I love y'all. I am the legendary Toni Bryce, aka Muva, Lush, and Plush. Catch me on Chasing Atlanta forever this fall on Chasing Reality. Is that right?
That's it.
I said it right? Okay.
You said it right.
Ooh. My God today.